I think there is a new way of giving value to the watch. And today we are living a crisis, so we must think ourselves that we are now producing not anymore watches to give time. We are producing piece of arts, and when you want to produce a piece of art, you must impress by the aesthetic mix between aesthetic and techniques and mechanics. So I believe that when we work open dials, where we see the mechanics of the movement, because the movement is our engine, is the heart of the watch. I think it's really important in our high-end segment to really do this kind of work for the people really to be impressed immediately when you watch at the timepiece. Wow, that's incredible. Is really, you see, it's a piece of art, technical and aesthetical. And I think it's really a new trend that we believe a lot in it, and we have been the first one to come with this kind of approach. And I think we have been followed by other brands. And I think that's really the future of the Swiss watch industry in the high-end segment, is really to try to work totally the watch from the case, from the movement, without no dial. So really to bring a lot of intrinsic value through the aesthetics immediately on your wrist. Some people, they dream to have a Hublot watch, but we must also sometimes give them access to the brand through, let's say, a more reasonable price, but still proposing a great piece. And some people, they are at another level of maturity in their consumption, maybe at another level also of possibility, purchasing power, and also interest in a timepiece. And we want to offer to all these different people from a kind of pyramid, So the high of the pyramid for us is the MP. That's the top. That's our haute couture, If we compare this to fashion, Christian Dior, to take a LVMH brand, they have the haute couture, where you have dresses at 20,000 euro or 30,000 euro, even more, and you have some prices at 500. So you give access to the brand at different levels. It's a little bit the same for us. We want to show our know-how and our creativity through Masterpiece, which is our haute couture. And even there, don't tell to our creators, our constructors, to be within a square, but to go out of the box. Within the box, go out of the box by creating crazy pieces. And the MP09 is an example. We started with the MP01. We're now at the MP09, and more will come. First of all, I think that we must do things that we like, and we must do with people that we like and they like us. Because if not, a collaboration cannot work. So that's the most important. We have never a scientific approach in our collaborations. If I take Italian Independent, Lapo Elkan is the key person of that partnership. And when I met him, I was impressed by his creativity, by his ideas, by his sometimes craziness. But you need this kind of crazy ideas to come with great products, So I said, wow, this guy can really bring us a lot of ideas. So you must also be open to the world, not just stay in your industry. The watch industry is good, but you must stay. The inspiration can come from all over the world, all over the different industries of world. And for us, really, these open eyes are important, and in addition, this relationship with every partnership that we do, like Saint Bleu, also we had a good feeling together. We had great ideas. We came also with our own ideas, and I think the result is incredible. I met the person who has changed my life, who is Jean-Claude Biver. So I met him here during the Basel Fair in '94 at the Blancpain booth, thanks to a supplier. So that introduced me to Jean-Claude Biver, and I met him the first time. And Jean-Claude Biver is a very dynamic, energetic person, and he told me right away, I need a guy like you. You should come to work for Blancpain. And Blancpain is really a very beautiful brand, from the traditional watchmaking art. So for me, it was really an honor to be demanded by Mr. Jean-Claude Biver at that time. So I decided to start with Blancpain. So it was end of 94, beginning of 95. And is how everything started really in my career, because Jean-Claude Biver today is my mentor. You know, you have always somebody like this. So for me, it's Jean-Claude Biver, and we work together at Blancpain. So there I learned more what is the traditional watchmaking art, what are the six masterpieces of our industry, you know, minute repeater, tourbillon, perpetual calendar, a split second chronograph, moon phase. And it was really, of course, interesting. I started as a product manager again, and quite 2 years after, I was a marketing and sales director, so I was already number 2 at Blancpain. And after a while, you know, when you come to 35, close to 40 years old, you always think, you know, that you want a new challenge as well. So I decided to quit this. That was Swatch Group already at that time. And I quit and I did my own business. But I always kept in touch with Jean-Claude Biver, and he quit it a little bit later. So, and he called me in 2004 for Hublot. So Hublot, 2004, he said, let's go, let's take this challenge. And we started like that, Hublot, and we're here today, now 13 years already after we started. And it has been an immense success. And since 2012, I am now the CEO of Hublot. Mr. Biver is the head of the watch division of LVMH, who have been acquired in 2008. But of course, to live this kind of experience in a brand, Blancpain was nice, Bulgari was nice, but Hublot, of course, is really the brand of my life. I learned that when you get, you know, a lot of responsibilities, because at the end also we make work 600 people in our company, in our brand, that you have responsibilities, and that you must be an example, you know, also from the way you act, from the way you live. So for me, I have really become at a certain maturity where uh, I have to take care and to be, you know, careful of all what you do, because you are seen as an example, and being a leader is important to give the right example from different values: hard work, seriousness, professionality, but also creativity. Sometimes you can be a bit crazy, but within always a respect of the people.